Hello, hello. Okay, so this is not how I wanted to do this tonight, but this is how it's going to happen. So I am doing this video because my live video wouldn't work. And last night we had a really bad storm, and I think that the tornadoes and everything that came through messed up our internet or something, because we've had terrible, terrible internet all day. And even our Verizon cell service is pretty shoddy today. So I knew that I couldn't, it was just a risk one way or the other. So, sorry, but here I am. And I wanted to tell you about how to be successful in 15 minutes a day. And I started by saying I don't want to confuse you and I don't want to mislead you. I am not talking about being emerald or diamond in 15 minutes a day. You get to a certain point where you have to invest more time in your team, you have to invest more time in your business. However, I am absolutely telling you, you can grow a business that brings in $300, $400, $500 in 15 minutes a day. I think you'll also find as you get engaged in Plexus that it's really, really easy to fit different aspects of the business into the nooks and crannies of your day. So you won't even realize you've spent 30 minutes on Plexus, because it's just been so natural and so unintentional, and it's just kind of happened. When I started Plexus, I worked a full-time job. I was an accountant for a nonprofit that worked in China. I worked from home. I could only work between 8 and 3 when my kids were in school, Wednesdays 8 to 2. And I did all of my work, and I worked over 40 hours a week. You could ask my husband, he didn't like it. I worked between those hours when the kids were in school, and then I also worked in the evenings after they went to bed. And so I knew when I started Plexus that I had to be really intentional about my time, because I didn't have any extra time. And I knew that I was going to have to do this in just a few minutes a day. And that's exactly what I did. I started my business in just 15 minutes a day, not even 15 straight minutes. It was literally 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But I made it happen. And so tonight I want to tell you how I did that and show you how you can do that. It's not going to look exactly the same for every single person, but there are some ideas that you can take, some aspects of this that you can use, and then you have to make it work for your life. So, the first thing is you have to post on Facebook every single day. You just have to. This is a way to show people you are open for business. This is a way to show people that you're serious. Different people are going to see your different posts. So don't feel like every single day people see, Johnny Smith sees every single post I post every single day. He must be bored out of his mind with me. At different times of day, depending on different people liking the comment and commenting on your post, different people are on Facebook, different people are going to see it. There was a point in the beginning when I used to say to Matt, my husband, oh my gosh, did you see this post? Oh, did you see so-and-so commented? And he'd be like, no, I didn't even see that post in my news feed. Okay, first of all, he's my husband. I'm like, why are you not watching my post? Why am I not marked as a favorite or something? I don't understand. But I found it really entertaining and interesting to realize that not everybody was seeing everything I was posting. So he might see one on Monday and not see it again till Friday. It was just the way that Facebook was showing him his news feed. You can look on a phone and look on an iPad and look on a computer and see a completely different news feed for Facebook. And so because of that, different people are going to see different items at different times. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I am boring people to death. Another thing is make it just a part of your life. If you were already on social media before, this shouldn't be a big deal. This shouldn't be some whoa, where'd she come from? Or wow, she's vomiting Plexus all over the place. It's just a part of my life. As much as I share about my kids needing surgeries and, my dog eating the laundry and whatever nonsense I share, Bible verses, inspiration, funny videos, etc., I also share Plexus. It's just a part of who I am. It's not all that I am, and it never became all that I was. It's always just been a part. I share about adoptions. I share about orphans, all kinds of different things that I share about. But every single day, for almost 3 years now, it'll be 3 years in June, every single day I have shared about Plexus in some way. Sometimes it's really obvious, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's me sitting on the beach all day on a Friday, and everybody working a full-time job ain't doing that. Sometimes it's something about my workout, it's something about my energy, it's something about my mood, and I don't even have to say the words Plexus because people know. But most days it actually says something about Plexus. And in the beginning, it always said something about Plexus, and it was always different people's testimonies and my testimony and ways that I felt different, ways that my friends felt different. And you can find a lot of information in the Compliant Testimonies group, and you can just share from your heart. I wake up without having, a bad mood. I wake up with more energy. I wake up without needing my alarm. I didn't feel like eating 47 cookies today. Whatever it is, little things matter to people. It matters. So once a day, share about Plexus on Facebook every single day. Y'all, that should take you 1 to 2 minutes. It should not take you much time at all. You will get so used to it that it's just naturally flowing out of you. Oh, I want to share something today. It can even be the first thing you do when you get up and you're, getting ready in the morning, or before you go to work, while you're making breakfast, while you're eating lunch at work, whatever it is, find a time that consistently you can get into a groove of sharing on Facebook. Spend a couple minutes a day watching a training video. I have made 15 5-minute videos. A lot of these trainings, especially when I go live, 5 to 7 minutes. It's quick, it's easy, and at least you're getting some sort of training every day. A tip I would share on top of that is I love to listen to videos while I'm driving. I got nothing else to do. So if I'm driving to work, if I'm driving to the gym, if I'm driving to the doctor's office, if I'm driving to my Bible study, that's a great time for me to listen to a training. I might listen to a training on my way there and listen to my Christian music on the way home, or vice versa. But I try to spend some of my car time listening to trainings, because typically you're listening to the radio, you're listening to your country music or whatever you listen to, and you're getting nothing of value out of that time. Use that time wisely. And just set a goal. 5 minutes a day, I'm going to listen to a training. Okay. Spend 3 or 4 minutes a day on the phone or through Facebook Messenger, reaching out and following up with people, following up with your customers, following up with your ambassadors, following up with your potentials. You don't have to spend a lot of time following up. This doesn't have to be some labor-filled thing. What I do is I go to Facebook Messenger, I click the record button, and I can leave a message in 1 minute or less, because that's all the time you get on a record button, and say everything I want to say. I'm not going to go on and on and on, and in 1 minute, I can follow up with one person. How many people can you follow up with in 3 or 4 minutes? You could follow up with 3 or 4 people a day easily. And just from the heart, what comes out? Something naturally flowing that will make more sense as you learn more, as you watch more training videos. But something that just says, hey, Sally, I was thinking of you. I don't know if you had, considered Plexus anymore. I wanted to answer any questions for you, or whatever. Or, hey, Jenny, I hope you're loving your products. Hey, I wanted to give you this great tip about BioCleanse and share a little bit. I hope you'll reach out and tell me how things are going. Have a great day, girl. Seriously, it doesn't even have to take a minute. So you can easily, at home, in 3 or 4 minutes before you go to bed at night, or when you wake up in the morning, or whatever time that works for you, when you get home, before you get out of the car, 3 minutes. I'm going to do 3 messages to people and follow up. Whatever that time is for you, make it happen. And then I would challenge you, if you are serious about this business, if you really want to be intentional in going silver, going gold, being successful in this, maybe you have a dream in the future of quitting a job, quitting a second job, being able to pay for fun vacations for your family, your kids going, to summer camp, whatever it is that is your why, a dream house, a dream boat, whatever that looks like for you, make the time to be successful in this. And the last thing I would say is that you want to spend a minute or two, so 1 or 2 messages, reaching out to new people. And I've put lots of different ideas for wording in the Striving for Silver group. They're in my 90-day challenge group, and they're in our main Plexus with a Purpose group where this video is going right now. There are lots of ways that you can reach out and be authentic and real with someone and just say, hey, I love these new products I found, and I really think you're going to love them too. I would love to share a sample with you. I don't know if you know what I'm doing or whatever, but I want to get on the phone with you and tell you a little bit more about this. This pink drink is rocking my world. I feel better. I have more energy, and I want the same for you. Or, hey Sally, I know you have migraines and I have found something that's actually helping me with mine. I'd love to share more information with you. Can I send you a sample, and would you consider listening a little for a few minutes to something I have to say about this plexus stuff? Whatever. It's super simple, but again, it takes less than 1 minute. It's less than a 1 minute recording video, and you're able to reach out to new people and engage with them. That is authentic friendship. That is being true to who you are, sharing from your heart, and just telling people, you need this. I have something that I really think you would love. I really think that you need. There are people on this team, many people on this team, who I reached out to and I said to them, you need these products for XYZ reason, or you need this business for, whatever reason. You need to get off of that, Mountain Dew. You need to be able to lose that weight that you can't release. You need whatever, and I want to see if this might help you. And I always leave it up to them. I always say, this may or may not be for you, but I want to be a good friend and share something that I've fallen in love with. So, 15 minutes a day, literally. We're posting on Facebook every single day. 2 or 3 minutes at the most, y'all. I mean, seriously, you can get this done in 30 seconds after you start to get good at it. Spending 5 minutes a day listening to a training, some training video. Even if it's a 30-minute video, just listen to 5 minutes worth a day. Commit to yourself to be able to get that done. Spend 2 or 3 minutes reaching out to new people, 3 or 4 minutes following up with people. You don't have to do it all at one time. I'll tell you, if you're really, really serious, give up a TV show at night. Give up whatever it is you do after the kids go to bed for 30 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes sat down, focused and intentional is a massive game changer. If you can do that, you'll be soaring through this business much faster. But if you can't, give up 15 minutes here and there throughout your day and you won't even feel it. Y'all, we blow time in the day all the time. The dead time in the car, the dead time while we're doing laundry, the dead time while we're cooking dinner. There's no reason that while you're cooking dinner and waiting for something to boil or waiting for something to simmer, you can't send 2 voice messages. While you're waiting for the microwave to go off with your steamed veggies or whatever, you have the time. You're just not using it because you don't see it yet. And I want you to see how valuable that time is and how intentionally using that time can be a game changer. It's completely changed my life. It's made me really see where I can fit things in the nooks and crannies, and it makes me feel like I've accomplished so much more in the day. I love it. Folding laundry isn't nearly as bad if you're listening to a training. I could just go on and on. I could go on and on. So I'm not going to. I hope you've gotten something out of this. I would love everybody, comment below with one small change you're going to make in your day to add 5 minutes to your day for plexus. Just comment with anything. I'm going to give up 5 minutes of radio time in the car. I'm going to give up 5 minutes of, whatever it is for you. How are you going to change your day by 5 minutes to change your business and your life in the future? It was an incredible growth I had when I was able to commit that 15 minutes a day and be able to quit that full-time accounting job and begin to do Plexus full-time. It changed everything for our family. The financial and time freedom we gained was unlike anything else. It was worth the sacrifice of 15 minutes a day when I had no time to give. It was worth it. It was worth it because it changed everything, and it can for you too. So, sorry again that my live did not work. I'm kind of getting irritated with Facebook Live. I'm going to try it again tomorrow maybe, or Wednesday, and see how it's going. But anyway, thank you for listening, and comment below, and I love y'all, and I will see you later. Bye.